using the little mic because I just don't have the energy to get my big old headset out. If I look like hell, it's because I just went through it, but in an interesting way. I'm covered in sweat. I am head to toe soaking wet. I ran away from home today. Literally ran out of the house in just the clothes on my back. Flip-flops. Between my toes are very blistered. I'm in a lot of pain. I'm probably sunburned, but it's not going to show up for a while. But I ran just north, and then east, and then south, and then west, and then north again. I made a circuit, but it was probably a mile, because I went over the freeway and crossed around behind, and then went over it again, and then came back around to. And of course, the only thing my mom had to say was, "Do you know how many people I have out looking for you?" As if I didn't just have a mental health crisis. I ran away from home to get away. And if I do it again, I probably will not return, and I will disappear, and you'll never hear from me again. But I don't know. But I passed a school and walked through a neighborhood, and I sat down under this big pine tree. You know, it was like a pine tree, and there were jacaranda trees around it and some other tree. I don't know what it was. But I just sat there while the wind was blowing, and I was watching leaves just drift down, flower petals drift down and onto the street in front of me. And that was peaceful. That was peaceful. And I was all sweaty. I'd been running, I'd been walking, I had probably gone a half mile at that point, so I was just wiped out. But I had to find the way back to a certain street to get back to my street, so, it was an adventure. Scared the hell out of my mom, but I honestly don't care. I did it for me. And if y'all are mad at me, fine, whatever. I came home. I don't know what the big deal is. Of course, it never fails. My dad gets all the cajoling, and then when I do something to save myself from hurting me, myself and I'm the bad guy. And everybody's mad at me and doesn't even want to look at me. I don't regret a damn thing. I saw beautiful things. And I was free. I didn't have my dad in my ear. I didn't have people screaming at me to get up and do this right now. I didn't have to smell piss and shit. All I had to smell was grass and flowers and trees and pine and eucalyptus. And I was somewhere where I didn't have to stop what I was doing to deal with my dad. And I walked and I walked and I walked until my legs were rubber. And then finally I found my street, and I came home, laid down on my bed for a minute, and that's when my dad charged in, yelled at me, and slammed the door. I don't blame her for being mad. But if she was in my shoes, she would do the same thing. I did it to save myself. Because the alternative would have been I wouldn't be talking to you right now. So I made a decision to save my own life. And I let them be mad and let me save myself. It's not going to make anything better. But I saved my own life today. And I'll bet you everybody's going to make me regret it. Everybody. But what can you do? One moment to the next. And if everybody's mad at me, too bad. Maybe I deserve it. Maybe I deserve all these things that have happened to me. Maybe I've done something terrible in a past life that has made me deserve this. But today I was free. and I don't regret a damn thing.